Imagine you are stuck in traffic, sitting in an exam hall, or deeply focused on your phone, and suddenly you feel the urge to urinate. At first, it's just a mild sensation, easy to ignore. You tell yourself, "I'll go later," but minutes pass, then hours, and that small urge slowly turns into intense pressure. Have you ever stopped to think about what is actually happening inside your body during that time? Is it simply discomfort, or could holding your urine for too long cause real damage? To understand the consequences, we first need to explore how the urinary system works. The urinary system is one of the body's essential waste management systems. It includes the kidneys, ureters, bladder, and urethra. The kidneys continuously filter your blood, removing toxins, metabolic waste, and excess water. This process produces urine, which then flows through the ureters into the bladder. The bladder is a muscular, expandable organ designed to store urine temporarily. As the bladder fills, stretch receptors in its walls send signals to the brain. These signals are interpreted as the urge to urinate. Typically, when the bladder contains around 150 to 200 milliliters of urine, you begin to feel the need to go. However, a healthy adult bladder can comfortably hold up to 400 to 600 milliliters. The brain and the urinary sphincter muscles work together to control when you release urine, giving you the ability to delay urination for a short time. In the early stage of holding urine, your body manages the situation quite well. The bladder stretches slightly to accommodate the increasing volume, and the urge may come and go. You might distract yourself, shift your posture, or tighten your muscles to suppress the feeling. At this point, there is usually no immediate harm. However, even during this stage, pressure is gradually building inside the bladder. As time goes on, the situation becomes more uncomfortable. The bladder continues to expand, and the pressure inside it increases significantly. The urge to urinate becomes stronger and more persistent. You may start to feel heaviness or pain in your lower abdomen. This is your body's way of sending a stronger warning signal. Ignoring this signal repeatedly is not just uncomfortable. It can also be harmful. One of the most common risks of holding urine for too long is the development of urinary tract infections, or UTIs. Urine contains waste materials and can carry bacteria that the body is trying to eliminate. When urine remains in the bladder for extended periods, it creates a warm environment where bacteria can grow rapidly. This increases the likelihood of infection in the bladder or urinary tract. Symptoms of a UTI may include a burning sensation during urination, frequent urges to urinate, cloudy urine, or even fever in more severe cases. If you continue to hold your urine for prolonged periods, the bladder may stretch beyond its natural capacity. Over time, this overstretching can weaken the bladder muscles. When these muscles lose strength, they may not contract effectively during urination. This can lead to a condition known as urinary retention, where the bladder does not empty completely. Residual urine left behind in the bladder further increases the risk of bacterial growth and recurrent infections. In addition to infections and muscle weakness, holding urine for too long can also affect the nerves that control the bladder. The communication between the bladder and the brain may become less efficient. This can result in reduced sensitivity to the urge to urinate, causing individuals to delay urination even further without realizing the risk. Over time, this disrupted signaling can contribute to chronic bladder problems. Another concern is the effect on surrounding organs. As the bladder becomes excessively full, it begins to press against nearby structures in the abdomen. This can cause discomfort, bloating, and even temporary changes in posture or movement. In extreme cases, individuals may experience severe pain that interferes with their ability to function normally. Many people wonder whether it is possible for the bladder to burst from holding urine. While this is extremely rare, it is not impossible. The bladder is a strong and flexible organ, and in most situations, the body will force urination before reaching a dangerous level of pressure. This may result in involuntary leakage, especially if the sphincter muscles can no longer hold the urine. However, in rare cases, particularly when there is an obstruction, injury, or pre-existing weakness, excessive pressure can cause the bladder to rupture. A ruptured bladder is a life-threatening medical emergency, as urine can leak into the abdominal cavity and lead to severe infection and inflammation, Holding urine for too long can also have serious effects on the kidneys. When the bladder becomes overly full, pressure can travel backward through the ureters toward the kidneys. This condition, known as vesicoureteral reflux, can damage the delicate structures inside the kidneys. The kidneys play a crucial role in filtering waste from the blood, regulating electrolytes, and maintaining overall fluid balance. Damage to these organs can lead to long-term health complications, including reduced kidney function. It is important to note that occasional delays in urination are generally not harmful. However, the real danger lies in making it a habit. Many people frequently ignore the urge to urinate due to busy schedules, long work hours, lack of access to clean restrooms, or simple inconvenience. Over time, this behavior can train the body to tolerate higher levels of bladder fullness, which is not healthy. The bladder may become overstretched, and the natural signaling system between the bladder and brain may weaken. Chronic urine retention habits can lead to a range of long-term issues. These include frequent urinary tract infections, difficulty initiating urination, weak urine flow, sudden urgency, and even loss of bladder control. In some cases, individuals may develop conditions such as overactive bladder or incontinence later in life. These problems can significantly impact daily life and overall well-being. So why do people continue to hold their urine despite these risks? The reasons are often practical. Some people avoid using public restrooms due to hygiene concerns. Others may be too busy or distracted to take a break. In certain professions, such as drivers, healthcare workers, or students during exams, access to a restroom may be limited. However, regardless of the reason, ignoring the body's signals repeatedly can have consequences. The best approach is to develop healthy habits that support your urinary system. Experts recommend urinating every 3 to 4 hours during the day, depending on your fluid intake and activity level. Staying properly hydrated is essential, as it helps flush out toxins and reduce the risk of infection. At the same time, it is important not to delay urination unnecessarily. Listening to your body and responding to its signals promptly is key to maintaining urinary health. If you ever experience symptoms such as pain while urinating, a burning sensation, difficulty passing urine, or frequent urges with little output, it is important to seek medical attention. These could be early signs of infection or other urinary issues that require treatment. In conclusion, holding your urine for too long may seem harmless in the moment, but it can gradually lead to discomfort, infection, and even serious health complications. Your urinary system is carefully designed to remove waste efficiently, and disrupting this process can have consequences for your entire body. From increased pressure in the bladder to potential damage to the kidneys, the risks are real. Your body constantly communicates with you through signals, and those signals should never be ignored. Something as simple as going to the bathroom is actually a vital part of maintaining your health. So the next time you feel the urge, remember, your body knows what it needs, and listening to it can protect you from problems you might not even see coming.